Oh, what is up, YouTube? I am Taylor. Welcome back to my channel. It is October 13th when I'm streaming this. I'm not actually recording it. Well, YouTube's recording it, but whatever. Technology is hard, people, especially when you're old. Anyways, it's October 13th. This is my weekly comic book review show. Got this. It's a pretty light week, so I decided to go live and do it. I will acknowledge the chat, and I'll talk to the chat after I review the books. I'm kind of trying to figure out a nice balance of things. I want to stream this, and maybe I start streaming this from now on, but I also want to make it sort of easy if people watch this later, that they're not just like watching me say hi to the chat for 45 minutes. We'll see if that works. It might not. It's an experiment, folks. It's an experiment. So, yeah, we'll see. Anyways, I do worst to best, like always. And and spoilers, not spoilers. Spoilers? I got spoilers. Or lack of spoilers. I've got no Marvel books. The Penguin messed them all up. The LCS didn't really get me, and I didn't have a lot pre-ordered anyways because there wasn't a lot that excited me from Marvel. But I got none. I've got zero. So I got this instead. And as always, I start with my worst book of the week, and I'm pretty sure Gem Mint and that their pop culture philosopher Robbie stole my idea, and they're now calling it the book of the week, with the week being sad. But they were doing that before. I was doing this before. I was doing the worst book. The worst book. Strange Adventures number 12. It's the end of this one, finally, thankfully. Okay, Tom King, writer. Mitch Gerads and Evan Shaner, Doc Shaner on art. The art is fantastic, but this series has just fizzled. It's been like for a long ass time, and this ending is just weak. And Tom King, it's a message book for Tom King, and the message is war is bad and changes people, and no one knows how you're going to react during war. You'll do things you don't want to do, and it'll take a mental toll, and it'll just kind of mess with you. But it doesn't seem like it fits. I think he's playing around with Adam Strange because it's a character that wasn't being played with, and he's allowed to, but I just don't dig it. I really, from about issue 7 onwards, I really kind of started to hate this book, and this is no difference. It's sort of like his Rorschach. I really hated that by the end of it, and I really just don't like this. It's gorgeous. The covers are gorgeous, but man, do I just not like his latest maxi series of books. They're not for me, and this one's definitely not for me. So there we go. Second worst. I probably wouldn't pick this up, except for it's kind of a slow week, and I was like, I'll give it a new one a shot. It's not horrible. None of these are from here on out are really horrible. The other one actually probably wasn't either. Just goddamn annoyed me. This is Rise of the Djinn number 1. It's a Xenoscope book, and I don't read a lot of Xenoscope books, and I'm probably not going to read a lot of Xenoscope books in the future. It's fine. It's the origin story of a cop that becomes, I think, or gets wrapped up with Middle Eastern superheroes or genie, and it's okay. It's kind of everything about the plot and everything just seems very typical, very, very, very typical to me. The art just also seems like a fill-in artist from Marvel from the 80s, and I don't mean that in a horrible way. It's just kind of that's the vibe I got from it. It's 38 pages. I mean, it was all right. If you want something different, maybe give it a whirl. But it's just, yeah. All right. Have you heard of that James Tynion fella? He writes a whole lot of crap. Not all of it's crap. A lot of it's good, but some of it, he tends to drag and extend and extend and write a book called The Joker that doesn't involve the Joker at all. It's okay. This is the origin of Vengeance, who's like a female Bane, not Bane's daughter, I don't think, but female Bane. Oh, and there's a backup story of Punchline, who's the worst character ever made. So, art is fine by March. The story, there's not much of one. There really is just not much into this. It really is just it's a whole thing's an exposition dump by Vengeance, explaining how Vengeance came to be Vengeance and is all vengeance-y and doesn't know how to perform vengeance, but she's got some vengeance in her. So it's vengeance. Yeah, I might drop this one myself. I'll see. I'll give it one more. I'm going to give it probably one more just to see if it actually goes anywhere. But Tynion's out at DC, so like, I don't know how much longer this book is for the world. So, and again, there's Joker on the cover. There is Joker nowhere near this book. Nothing in this book is jokery. I mean, unless it's all a joke. All right. We got a lot of Jeff Lemire this week too. A whole lot of Jeff Lemire, just because, or Lemire. I don't know how you pronounce it. If somebody knows how to pronounce it, let me know in the chat. And make it phonetic, just to make it real fun. Unbelievable Unteens number 3. This is Jeff Lemire, whatever. Tyler Crook. Jeff Lemire created the whole Black Hammer universe, and this is him playing around in it with another set of things. And this is sort of his homage to Doom Patrol and the original X-Men run, and characters and teenagers being thrown into situations they shouldn't be as heroes and dealing with it, and trying to walk this balance of like real world issues with 60s heroics and oddity, and it mostly works. Tyler Crook's art, he does a balancing act too. He does a painted art for modern day stuff, and then like line work and more traditional stuff for throwback, and it's really nice. I like the modern day art better. I think he's better at the painted stuff and a little more evocative and emotive. The throwback stuff's not bad. It's an okay issue. It's just kind of, this is probably one you should just wait for a trade paperback. I think there's one more of this. Maybe there's 2. But just wait and read it all collected. And some of the Black Hammer stuff I think probably does read better that way. And so take it for what it's worth. It's not bad. We're in the fine plus, probably. Fine plus, near mint minus section. Ooh, I could just steal all of CGC's grading and make it my comic book weekly. That doesn't matter. It's decent. I like the cover, but there's other Black Hammer I like better this week. Spoilers. Okay, Mamo number 4. I really am enjoying Mamo. This is kind of a filler issue though, and I think it's the penultimate issue. It's by Sass Millage, whatever. Names are hard, and it's sort of a hedge witch and this girl that team up to try and like solve this town's curses. It's probably it's technically written for young adults, but the nice thing about this one is it's not dumbed down. Like, I think the best young adult novels and the best young adult stories are written so adults don't hate them. And this is actually really well done. The art is fantastic. I love the art style in this. It's a cartoony, sparse line style with that plays homage to manga and anime and stuff, but it's not manga or anime. It's its own thing. And Sass is all the heavy lifting on this, and for that, I think that alone, it's worth picking up. And the story itself is a pretty interesting one. It's an outcast in town on both sides, an alienated grandmother, witches, and evil ravens, or maybe evil ravens. I don't know, tricky ravens. And I'm really interested to see how this wraps up. The only reason it's sort of in the middle of the stack this week is because, again, it's a filler-ish issue, and not a lot happens. So, that said, I really do enjoy it, and I highly recommend it. The first 3 were fantastic. This one is just near it minus. All right. Chip Zdarsky and Benonsa. I don't know. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Justice League, The Last Ride. All right. This was the second to the last. Penultimate. There's a lot of penultimates going on this week. Penultimate issue, this one as well. I'm kind of glad this one's going to be over. It was been pretty dull up until this issue. This issue, a lot happens, and you learn sort of the motivations, and you learn like the big reveal of like how and why the Justice League has to guard Lobo, and the fact that like what happened to the Martian Man thing and how he's dead, and why Batman and Superman and da-di-da-di-da. Here's the problem: the big reveal, it's not very believable. Again, it's a Justice League comic, none of this shit's believable. But even for that, the made-up rules of the DC universe, it's not very believable. Like the whole, oh, that's what this is supposed to be. You read it and you're like, I'm pretty sure certain characters would have caught on to that right off the bat, and that wouldn't have been a thing. So unless there's a really, really, really clever ending to this, which I kind of don't foresee, it's just kind of be middle of the pack for me. I do like the Lobo bit in here, and I like the fact that the way Chip is handling Lobo, even though Lobo's just kind of like, what's it? Just a chess piece on the board that the Justice League are moving around. I just kind of like how he's treated in here. So there we go. All right, I'm tying these two together because they're one came out last month and one came out today, but I just was able to pick this one up today. So we got Black Hammer Reborn, 3 and 4. This is, again, Jeff Lemire, but Caitlin Yarsky is on art, and I love her covers. Caitlin Yarsky's covers of these, I think, are great. The story itself, this is the main line Black Hammer story going on right now. The other one's sort of a side tale. This is the story of Lucy the Black Hammer. who is the daughter of the original Black Hammer. And like, there is some universe building that Jeff Lemire has done in the past that if you want to catch up on these, you should maybe start with issue 1 of this. But he also does a really good job of giving you enough info in here that you don't really need to read every issue of everything that's been in the Black Hammer world. I liked it quite a bit. Yarsky's art, I don't love it quite as much as Dean Ormston, who is the first artist on the original Black Hammer series, but her art is pretty solid on the interior, and I like her painted covers again, like quite a bit. The story itself, world-ending story, trying to balance like real-world family stuff with superheroics, and that's sort of the theme. One of the themes of the Black Hammer stuff is like there's this balance of like paying homage to everything that you can tell Jeff loves about the superhero universe and the DC and Marvel and the old school stuff, and then trying to balance it with bring it up to modern, but not making it like pouches and belts and angsty and superhero and super dark and stuff. It's just like he's trying to walk this fine line, and it mostly succeeds. I actually like this issue last month's better than this issue's, and that's just because this issue features Colonel Weird, who's my probably least favorite Black Hammer character. Colonel Weird is like this homage to Flash Gordon, probably is the closest, and but he's unstuck in time and like just appears, and he's sort of the MacGuffin of the story. Whenever Jeff needs something, he'll like throw in Colonel Weird in and say something obscure, and you're like, what in the hell's going on? And this is sort of the what in the hell's going on thing. And the main character doesn't know what the hell's going on because nobody can understand Colonel Weird. So it's a kind of not the easiest way to let the reader into things, but I'm along for it. I like Jeff's work. I like his main story, and it's still better than most of the stuff that both DC and Marvel put out right now. Honestly, it's like if you're looking for a solid, entertaining superhero story, just pick up any of the Black Hammer stuff. You'll be happier with it than almost any of the shit Marvel's putting out. All right, got like 3 left, and then I'll say hi to the audience. Thanks for watching. No, 8. We're up to 8. Anyways, 6 sidekicks of Trevor Keaton. This is the penultimate issue. Look, see, penultimate. Chris Schweitzer's art is going to annoy the hell out of some people, and there's parts in this where it's just unclear as to what's happening. He's got a very his line weight does not vary at all. It's like 1 line thickness through everything. It looks like he's inking everything with marker. He may not be, but it kind of like really does rely heavily on the coloring to make any kind of sense of a scene, and it doesn't always work. But it's still a ton of fun. And this like Trigger Keaton is basically Chuck Norris or David Hasselhoff or what's that guy that went to space? Captain Kirk. He's been in a bunch of like a lead of a bunch of TV series. Every TV show he had a sidekick. He was an asshole to all of them, and like now the 6 sidekicks trying to figure out who murdered him. So far, they're not really doing anything. This is one big fight scene between not spoiling this a whole lot, but like just to give you an idea what you're in for. This is the sidekicks versus the stuntmen, and it's just a big, long, stupid, fun battle. And it's a stupid, fun book. It's not deep. It's not gonna like change your world at all. But if you just want something that's fun and different, yeah, heck yeah, pick up six sidekicks. Trevor Keaton. You can probably trade away at this point because, like I said, there's only 1 left. I'm really interested to see who killed Trigger Keaton. So far, I might have said Trevor. I don't know. Words are hard, folks. But Trigger Keaton, so far, there's not a whole lot of like actual investigating going on. But it's a delightful romp. There's an action car, kind of like Kit, but it doesn't really talk, which is kind of a disappointment. And yeah. All right, we got 2 left. This is Mattson Tomlin, who I think is a screenwriter. I don't know. I didn't research because research is hard. And Andres Sorrentino on the art, and Jordi Belair on colors and something. Doesn't matter. It's Batman the Imposter. So Batman, there's about 9 billion Batman books out there. This one's square bound, so it's more money than most. It's Black Label, so it doesn't count. It's everything that's been annoying me about DC right now. Just like you're spending a shitload of money on stuff that not in continuity, and like every goddamn story is a Batman story. So I should hate this. However, it's pretty well done. It's like Batman year 3 without the year 1 or 2. It's like an urban, real gritty Batman with like, you don't have, you're thinking probably superheroes don't really exist in this world at all. It's just sort of a guy that's got some mental issues, put on a bat suit to fight crime after his parents were killed. And so that's kind of the gist of it. And then there's an imposter. See? And so Batman's got to figure out who the imposter is. That's I mean, without spoiling it, that's the title. And that's the basic gist of this book. It's probably worth it just for Andrea Sorrentino's art alone. It's great. It's dark. It is a gritty take on Batman. Again, what isn't nowadays, but it's really solidly done. And for I think the screenwriter, I think they might be their first comic. I'm not sure, but the story device they use is not super new, but it's effective. And I really like this more than I thought I would. And I dig the cover. I mean, I just, I think it's a cool cover. So, all right, finally, have you heard of Jeff Lemire? I haven't talked about him at all this week, right? Kind of been avoiding it, and he doesn't write anything. He's not pluralific at all. He's kind of just writes one book every 6 months, right? Anyways, yeah, May's book number 2 is my favorite book of the week. May's book number 1 was my favorite book of the week when it came out, and this is kind of no different. It's a moody, melancholic tale about a dad who's lost his, and I think then the mother gets introduced in this issue, and there's tragedy of some sort, and they lost their daughter. They don't really explain what happened to the daughter, but the dad has not been able to move on. He's just kind of going through the emotions in life, just waking up, going to work. There's the monotony. There's a palpable sadness in this book, and this palpable frustration that everyone else has with this person, because they realize and they empathize with this character's sadness, but they're also at some point you have to move forward, and it feels like the main character is almost about to make a breakthrough and almost possibly about to move forward. And then he gets a mysterious thing from his daughter who might still be alive. And so there's mazes, and there's a visual metaphor for the city and life and being trapped in a life and lost in life. There's a lot of that going on. Lemire is doing all of it on this one. He's doing the, maybe not the lettering, but he's doing the art and the writing. His art is not for everybody. He's a very sketchy art style, which I love. I think he's got his faces and stuff are very emotive and evocative, and you can always sort of tell what's going on in the character's head. If you're looking for a traditional detailed superhero style, that's not this. And if you're looking for something where every page is chock full of 9 panels, that's not this. Lemire's given this book room to breathe, and that said, it's a thick boy, and it's more than 22. I don't know. I didn't do a page count on it, but he's doing full page spreads where you're that's not really even a splash page. It's just kind of some abstractness going on for a couple pages. And if you're into that and you're willing to read this with that mindset of knowing that you're not going to be in for an action-packed romp, I think there's a lot you can get out of this. And the mystery is not being solved yet. There are only 2 issues in. I think this is another 5-issue series. But I have faith in where Lemire is going to go. At this point, I'll pick up anything he writes. And this is kind of, no different. It's the best of what he's written this week, or best of what's out this week anyway. So there you have it. May's book number 5. That's my mess of shit I picked up this week. It's like I said, short week. All the Marvel books are damaged, and there weren't that many good ones I wanted to get anyways. A little housekeeping, and then I will talk to the chat. If you go watch my 6th gun review, you can win this book if you live in the United States and you follow the directions. It's not that hard. I'm not going to link it because, I don't know, just go to the last video I put out. It's that one. So go watch that. You can win this. Winners are announced next week, Tuesday. So go check it out, please. Also hit the like button, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. You'll know when I do this. I'm going to start trying to go live a little more often because I like interacting with people. And I realize when I just record videos, I don't do that. So, whatever. Also, you've got, I think, 2 days. Jimmy the Don Kerr, Small Town Collectibles, has given us finally, he's on Southern Time. He's finally doing his $1,000 giveaway, and that's happening Friday night. So he's got a bunch of people that made videos. I made one. Go hunt for it. You can figure it out there. Follow the directions there, and you can win a copy of my art book, which you do not have handy to show you. But I'm also giving away to the same person this Joker piece I did. So if you want to win the Joker, got a couple days left to do it. So there you go. And here we go. Let's say hi to the chat finally. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for watching. And Maz, what's up? Good seeing you. Six Faith Comics, greetings. Las Cruces, cheers. Carlito, howdy. Miss So, welcome. Cover Collector, hello. How are you? Awesome. Thank you for tuning in, sir. And Pot Ella, welcome. Yeah, Austin. I don't blame you for dropping the Joker. It's on Tynan's pacing. Nice, thank you, Six Face. I hope you dig it. Miss So, I'd say it's worth picking up at least in trade. What's up, Adrian? How are you tonight? Trigger Keaton. Yeah, again, it's another one we can probably wait for trade at this point, but I think that they're all pretty fun. Aggressively relaxing. I hope you're relaxing aggressively and doing everything. More Taylor Lives okay by me? We'll see. I mean, I like doing it, and we'll see what happens and see if I can get more folks. Anyways, if you feel like going on, I'll be on for a bit more. So if you want to join in and talk about today's comics or have anything that you want to show off, hit the StreamYard link I just dropped and let me know. So what did you guys all read this week? Anything worth reading, or was it all hot garbage? Or are you sick of Jeff Lemire? Are you sick of James Tynan? Are you sick of me? Just let me know in the comments or chatty chat or whatever. So yeah, come on in. The water's fine. All 14 of you that are watching. It's another reason I'm going live is I need to honestly get my view hours back up too, because I dipped below 4,000, and at some point people I'm going to get to 1,000 at some point. And I know I'm beating a dead horse at this point, but whatever. So yeah, please jump in. Please hit the StreamYard link. Please come live. Please come join me. Otherwise, I'm just going to jump off of here if no one's chatting. But I'll go through these again real quick. I'm not going to give full reviews, but these are the books I read. Strange Adventures, Rise of the Djinn. Didn't get any books this week. That's impressive. Joker. Waffles is good. He's a barky little thing. He's getting more paranoid as time goes on. Mamo. I like this one a lot. Yeah, I'll get him on cam one of these times. Try to catch him and lift up a 50-pound bulldog and hold it up in front of the camera. Not the easiest thing in the world. So, Black Hammer Reborn, that's an older one. That's this week's. Hey, there we go. All right. What's up, sir? How you doing?
I am doing well.
What did you get this week? Anything worth reading?
No, I did not.
All right, well, get the fuck out of here. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, man. I'm kidding.
Yeah. No, actually, it's very difficult for me to make it to my LCS at any point. So I pretty much stopped having a pull box there, and I do everything online.
Gotcha. That's not a bad way to do it. You can save some money that way if you're patient. So,
yeah. How you been?
Oh, not bad, not bad. This is a slow week for me, but older stuff. Golden Age books are kind of greatness. So yeah, they're fantastic. Righteous book and Last Flight Out too. Nice. What do you think, Carlito? Do you like either of them? Let me know. And yeah. So you get to like when do your books in, like a week late or so, or is that about?
No. Like I just wait until I find covers that I'm looking for and pick them up on the Evil Bay.
Oh, Evil Bay. Wow, way to overpay.
Yeah. But it's gotten me to the point where I'm way more selective with what I'm picking up. So it's
that makes sense.
Win lose.
Have you bought anything on Whatnot at all? Just out of curiosity.
No, I have not. I know that there's a lot of people that jumped on, and they're having a lot of success with it from what I hear. But I have.
Yeah, I'm gonna start selling on there too. I gotta get rid of some books. I got too many.
From what I hear, it's really everybody's having a lot of success. So I would say.
Yeah, I think the key is probably like everything else. You gotta stick to a regular schedule in there, and be willing to grind it out. So if you guys ever want me to do Whatnot preview shows or whatever, let me know in the comments. Yeah, a lot of Golden Age is comedy. A lot of it's pretty raunchy too, and pretty raucous. Like you'd think Golden Age is like all innocent and stuff, but there's a lot of innuendos in a lot of those books, and a lot of like the pre like code horror stuff from the like late gold, early silver. That's some creepy ass stuff, which I'm a fan of. When they put the Comic Code Authority on there, it all got pretty boring. So, what hoodie are you wearing right now? Cover.
I say rules are stupid.
Yeah, exactly. What's your hoodie of choice right now?
All right, so this is Toe Jam and Earl.
Yeah. All right, I had to see the image. That's a great game.
Yeah, I had the benefit of knowing one of the voice characters, Greg Brown, who voiced the Earl in I think the second or third one.
Nice.
That's where I got this from, and I've got a couple of their stand-up.
Nice. That's awesome. And I'm gonna guess by what's hanging on your door, you probably disagree with me about Punchline and actually like the character, but it's okay. You can be wrong.
Completely disagree with you. You know what? The one thing about it is that I strictly like her design and where she might be going. Since I don't read any of the books, the storyline has no effect on me.
Yeah, fair enough, man. I just think she's a shitty Harley ripoff. So whatever.
Hey,
What's up, Brian? How you doing, man? So, And I'm just honestly for a long time, and their Tynan was just like introducing new characters every damn issue, and I was like, fuck.
I had to pick one out of like the 10 that were introduced in that run. I had to pick one, and if it's going to be a knockoff character, I might as well be a
way to pick the most boring one, you son of a bitch. No,
just call me.
No, I mean I get it. Like there's Miracle Molly, there's a Clown Hunter, there's Ghostface Killer. I mean, there's so many of them. So, what's up, Nick? How you doing? I'm gonna drop this again. If anybody else wants to jump on in, you're welcome. It's gonna go for a little while longer. And yeah, just if you've read anything this week that you liked or hated, let me know. If you want to come and talk about it, come and jump on and we can talk about it. Yeah. So, Austin, you draw anything tonight, or are you just taking her easy? And Miss So, like, what Golden Age book is your favorite right now, Miss So? And yeah, I'm just throwing out stuff. So what have you read then that you liked? If it's not new, or what have you been picking? Like anything?
Really, what I just picked up was a bunch of filler runs for my daughter's Batman 2016 run.
Oh, nice!
I actually got those off of my comic shop.
Okay, yeah, that's not a bad place to find them if you need to buy.
And since I've got like 12 to buy at a time, they save on shipping.
Exactly. Is that the Tom King run? I can't, son of a bitch.
I don't know.
Yeah, probably. His Batman wasn't horrible. It's just kind of like his Maxi series. Like, he spreads things out. He's like Tynan on Batman. It's like you can tell the story in 3 issues, but you just spread it out till 12 because, this one I can pay for 12 issues. So,
I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. Nothing too exciting with them. I can't wait. I'm waiting for Josh. I'm looking forward to Josh Williamson getting on Batman. I think he'll bring a little more energy to the title than Lemire. So, but that said, he's probably not going to use a lot of Tynan's characters. So,
I hope not. To be honest, I hope they thin the field a little bit.
So
maybe let Joker go on a killing spree.
There you go, Kawabunga. I hope you. I'm sick of Joker too. God, I quite honestly like. They need to figure out some other villain that's compelling, and that's.
And yeah, I think he's kind of gotten ridden into the ground.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna jump back off, man. Thanks for having me.
All right, man. Yeah, thanks for jumping on in. I appreciate it. Kawabunga. Cheers.
Definitely. All right, everybody. See you guys later.
Have a good night, everyone. Brian, you been reading anything? What'd you get today? Anything exciting? And I know I'm on a delay here. I'm reading the StreamYard chat. Sorry. So everyone in the real chat's probably a little bit further ahead, probably. And I know I kind of rushed through the reviews this week, but again, there just weren't many to read. So, especially without any Marvel books. And I don't know. I don't know if there's any way it probably would have gotten anyways. Maybe the Kang book just to see if it got any better, or the Darkhold stuff. So. Oh, the evils of dope, yeah. But the thing is that's still back when they were giving cocaine and codeine and everything for oh, you got a cold? Have some blow, you'll be fine. Oh yeah, Sam, nice. Yeah, that was another one that I was supposed to get. It's just kind of Marvel. Well, Penguin with the damaging all their books, that's not great either. But then Marvel, I hate when Marvel goes on there we're gonna do it weekly from now on. It's just give people a little time to breathe. Give them and I was not around I wasn't reading Spider-Man for the first Ben Reilly go around, so I don't know how much I give a shit about the new Ben Reilly. To be honest, we'll see. I'll probably give it a couple more issues. I think Zeb Wells is decent, so I just hope it picks up. The first issue 75 just didn't grab me a whole lot, to be honest with you. But yeah, maybe I should. But still, you should start your own channel and do. Or you should start doing Golden Age reviews. It'd be great. I'd definitely turn and watch it. Now I have to look and see if you're actually doing that already. Because then, if you are, I feel like an asshole for not watching them. But yeah, just knowing that you delete all your comments, I kind of doubt you have a chance. But I could be wrong. So, yeah, Adrian, you still around? Or you just dive in and dive out? I didn't see you at the LCS today. So. Oh, to cover anytime you want to crash, man. If anybody wants to come on and crash and just jump on in for a minute or two, please do. Please save me from awkwardly talking to a screen. It makes my life so much easier if I have other folks to talk to. So, yeah, good. I mean, I think it needed a different tone than Spencer. Spencer's another writer that's just because he had to drag shit out for way too long, and especially if you didn't give a rat's ass about the Kindred thing, it's okay. I actually liked his boomerang stuff when he did it, but that's just kind of that all really depended upon the artist. And I liked it when it was Otley on there, and like the boomerang Otley issues were at least a little bit of fun for me. But for the most part, I was just kind of glad he's off the books, to be honest with you. And I'm behaving tonight, folks. This is just my only little snort of larceny. Nice. Oh, I did have a. Did I put it somewhere? I did buy one book strictly for the cover this week. Where'd it go? Well, nope. Here it is, and I've not read it. Probably not going to read it. And it's an homage, which I sometimes bash on homages, but I only just bash the ASM 300 homages because, dear fucking God, pick a different cover to swipe. But I did pick up this one for the. I'm not gonna. I don't have any interest in reading a further Army of Darkness adaptation. But I dig Stray Dogs, and I dig I love the Army of Darkness poster and the box art for the VHS and DVD stuff. So I kind of just got this because it was fun. So it's definitely a cover buy, and that's why I didn't review it because I didn't read it. But yeah, I do buy cover buys now and again too, just because why not waste the money? Then when it becomes a $5 book in 6 years, I've made $1. So smart goddamn investing, folks. That's how I like to do it. No, that's I'm awful at specking on books, and I don't even really try. I know there's a lot of people that are great at collecting all these variants, and they love it, and they're really good at this is a first appearance of so and so, and they religiously read watch Key Collector and Atomic Tom and all those guys. But wow, well, I mean, you got a lot of options for Army of Darkness. But yeah, you just as far as comic, I just it's part of the reason my channel's slowing down in mystery boxes too. I'm doing a few of them still, and I'll buy some from friends and all that. But I wasn't reading those comics; I was just unboxing them, and then I'm like, oh, yep, all right, there's that. And so I started to switch to the reviews, which I get a lot less views on, but I'm having more fun doing, and I like reading. So that's why I'm reading things like Mamo, which is probably never going to be a good spec book. Or the Unbelievable Unteens #3, which also, but I don't care. I got into comics because I like reading them, and I just wasn't reading enough, and so I figured I'll force myself to do it and start reviewing stuff. So you suckers that watch my weekly cranky reviews, whoopsie. So I love sci-fi too. I love sci-fi. I just I like the B movie schlockiness that goes along with the Army of Darkness and the Evil Dead. And I'm not even a horror guy. I don't love horror movies. But what's your favorite sci-fi movie, Miss So? Or anybody in the chat? Shout some favorite movies. We can chat movies. I'm looking forward to what's coming out. There's one coming out in a couple weeks. Can't remember. I saw the newest Bond movie. It was not bad. Long, almost 3 hours long, but not horrible. Let's see here. What's coming out soon in the theaters? Oh, Dune. That's the one. Yeah, how did I forget that? I'm looking forward to Dune. I really want to see that. Although here's my secret is I could not make it through the book. It bored the shit out of me. But I figure it might be better as a movie. And yeah, I'll watch the Eternals, although nothing about it has excited me in the trailers, but I'll still go see it. And actually I'll probably go see The King's Man as well. Nice. Any movie that blows up, here's a problem with Armageddon is they should have let the world end. So yeah, understandable, Brian. I went during the afternoon on a Thursday, and it was pretty empty. It was just kind of pretty slow, and we were all safe. I've had my two vaccination shots and a booster, so and I was masked up. I was like, well, let's see. I'll chance it. Yeah, Dune definitely had so many covers, and there's 20 books in the series too, written by him and then his son, and then yeah. Oh, Dr. Strangelove is a great film. There's no fighting in the war room. Oh yeah, classic movie. Yeah, Bond came out last week, maybe 2 weeks ago. I can't remember. Time has no meaning. There you go. The original Dune was fun, but man, is that a mess of a movie. Lynch. Good old David Boom Boom Lynch. I think it was not my favorite Lynch work by any stretch of the imagination. I liked Mulholland Drive. I like Twin Peaks. I like some of his other stuff a lot better. But Dune's definitely watchable. It's just kind of a whack ass movie. Yeah, the Bond is out, and it's a satisfying conclusion to the Craig run. Twin Peaks is great. Yeah, I need to. Although I have not watched all of his like Twin Peaks 20 years later or whatever it is too. Nice. Late these perfect. Oh yeah, now you're speaking my language here. I love Alien. I love Aliens. After that, they all went to shit. Back to the Future, all of them were great. Star Wars, yeah, the first three, and they are the first three. I'm not calling them episode 4, 5, and 6. You fuckers. It's the first three. Star Wars is the first damn movie I saw in a theater of any kind. It's a drive-in movie theater. And I went with my dad, and it was a double feature of Star Wars and then Conan the Barbarian. So I saw lightsabers and then boobies. I was like 7 years old. Very informative. It shaped my life in many ways. And I don't think I was allowed to tell my mother I saw either of those things. But yeah, it was a drive-in, which is cool. And I don't know if you can have a better 1-2 punch for a movie, in my humble opinion. I do like, but I love like random 80s sci-fi, like Enemy Mine, They Live, Last Starfighter. Most John Carpenter stuff. I like a lot of the John Carpenter stuff too. Well, no, my mother's dead, so she's just rolling over in her grave, but she has been for a while, so that's the least of her concerns with me. She thought comic books were going to rot my soul, so probably right about that too. But yeah, I don't know, folks. It's kind of a slow night here. I got 14 people watching. I appreciate it. Yeah, Alice Christians, I love it. I honestly, that's one I think they could probably remake or do like a random sequel to. That'd be pretty fun. And I know I don't love it. I don't love all the remakes and sequels. I'm kind of sick of them. I mean, that said, yeah, that one I think they could do. And I'm actually kind of looking forward to the new Ghostbusters movie too, even though it looks more like just like Stranger Things. But you know, Stranger Things is entertaining. So yeah. I don't know what comics books are coming out that I'm missing, or what movies are coming out. Anybody like that I'm not chatting about? Should I start reviewing movies on here? Just get cranky and start swearing about how much Venom 2 sucked. Good God. Here's the thing though, Venom 2 did suck. It was goddamn horrible, but it's based on a goddamn horrible comic. So like, it was a stupid over the top schlocky comic, and you know, yeah. The Clone Wars, yeah, I heard I actually liked the first the little 5-minute shorts of the Clone Wars, and I enjoyed what I've seen of the animated Clone Wars series, but like I'm only into season 3. Just so many of them to catch up on. And I need to learn to skip. If it's got Jar Jar Binks, I should just skip that episode because yeah. Halloween, see the Halloween ones, like I like the John Carpenter's first one, but that's about it. And the rest of them never did anything for me. Yes, any film with a Death Blossom is always a winner. I do somewhere in my collection have the Last Starfighter comic book, so that's my key spec. That's why I'm saying they should reboot it so I can have another $7 comic on my hands. Because you know, speculation. That's the yeah. I'm looking forward to the new one too. I probably actually I need to rewatch the whole trilogy. I mean, I've seen the first one a bunch of times. I saw the second and third one once each, I think. So I need to probably catch up and rewatch those before I go see it. And I know they didn't get a lot of love, and I know they're probably horrible, but whatever. It is what it is. Like I'll still rewatch them before. And people are all butthurt that Keanu's not going to be what's Adam Warlock. He was never going to be Adam Warlock. He's going berserker now, so chill out. And I think that what's his face, the guy that from that movie I never saw, The Millers, he'll be fine. It's Marvel. I have faith. But like all these memes and stuff, like man, people have way too much damn time in their hands, and they really like to trash shit they've never seen. Like it's the way of the world right now. Like, oh, people. Also, if you care, if you really, really, really are truly deeply offended that the son of Superman is bi, you might want to look into your own sexuality because you're probably repressing some shit. So, fuck, people. And also, first of all, representation matters. Second of all, that's about it. Representation matters. And who the hell cares? It's like sexuality of any character. If that's that much of an issue for you, holy fuck balls. Don't read anything. Like, just like go live in your weirdo little bubble. Read your Punisher books and just pretend he's on the side of the police and you'll be fine. Yeah, me too, Austin. I like, yeah, and I will watch his Berserker movie, like even though the comic has started to bore the shit out of me too. But I'll go see it. It's probably a better vehicle for a movie. So yeah, Dune. I'm optimistic on like I like what's his face? Is it Denis Villeneuve? I hardly say his name. I like his stuff that he's done so far. Yeah, yeah, agreed. Plus, like Keanu's old. Like he's what 50s. Not that that matters. Like we're all getting fucking old, but like, who is he gonna play? I mean, I guess he could play Adam Warlock, Space Jesus, but it was a dumb fit anyways. He's got this weird like his weird method of speaking and stuff that I don't think would fit in with Marvel. And I think he'd probably like steal the scene of anything he was in, and it just wouldn't be a good fit. Like Marvel, like for anything like that, you kind of need him to be able to play well as a team. And I just don't see Keanu on like the Defenders or whatever or what have you. Like he likes the solo vehicles, and I don't blame him. So I don't know. What do you guys? Okay, what are your thoughts on the casting of Adam Warlock, or what are your thoughts on the Son of Superman being by? You can bring it. I can take it. Like we can have a chat. It's just kind of, if you're closed minded, I am gonna probably rip the shit out of you because I can't help it. It's just I've had bourbon and it's 2021 and I don't know, whatever. Hell, even football coaches are quitting, which they should have a long time ago because the guy's garbage. But yeah, all right. I'll give it a couple more minutes, and if the chat doesn't pick up a bit, which I don't blame the chat, it's like random live on a Wednesday night. I will probably let this one go, and I'll probably have. Yeah, but you're right, Brian. Marvel does have a good cast record with casting. I mean, there's a few where they just delete my emails. Yeah, or just don't say shitty shit in emails. It's really not that hard. Like I work in a professional environment. I know I swear on here, but like even I will swear in an email too. But like maybe, just don't be a dick. If you follow that little light rule, you'll be fine. If you don't feel that your life needs to revolve around belittling others or like knocking other people's lifestyle or knocking other people's anything, you'll be okay. But if you feel for whatever reason you feel like you have to get off just by putting other people down, I don't know. It's not a good way to live your life. So yeah, Timothy Chalamet or whatever. Yeah, I think he'll be fine. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. You have Aquaman as Duncan Howard, right, and a couple other people. So yeah, don't be stupid. But yeah, I mean, you can be stupid. There's a lot of stupid people in the world. That's asking a lot. Just it's more entertaining. But it's very frustrating. Like the fact that you'd like to think that we're a little bit further progressed as a people. But like as soon as like something like this breaks, you realize, oh no, holy shit, we're still in the fucking dark ages. Like, it's like that's the part that's really saddening. It's just that like you have to deal with people that are A, care one way or the other, and B, just like think that the world needs to hear their like bigoted, small-minded opinion. And like and they feel confident enough in yelling it out that they're like, oh, I'm fucking right on this one. It's like, fuck that, Superman's screwed. First of all, Superman's a goddamn alien. And second of all, Son of Superman. Yeah. And third of all, who the fuck cares? Just let people live their lives. Let people be happy. And like, honestly, I was raised in this conservative Christian household, and like it was like I was told you're going to hell for pretty much fucking everything. But then you realize life is real fucking long, and then whatever it takes for anybody to be happy in this world, and then and live a life where they're not goddamn miserable all the time. Who am I? Who's anybody to stand in the way of that? As long as people are not hurting other people. And if you want to hurt other people and they're into it, that's a whole different thing too. I'm not going to yuck your yum, but like, just be fucking nice and don't be a dick and let other people live their fucking lives, people. All right. On that note, I'm going to get out of here because I'm just going to get into more trouble, and I'm definitely not getting monetized at this rate because I keep swearing. So, cheers, everybody. don't be a dick, even if you're son of your favorite character likes to make out with everybody. It's fine. So thanks everybody. Have a good night. I will talk to you soon. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe, or hit the dislike, or whatever. I don't care. Just interact, folks. That's all I got. Cheers. Yeah, yeah. I will say my frustration. Awesome. And yeah, don't be a dick. See ya.